Jacob Fatu logged onto X after Night of Champions, saw that Sami Zayn just became Undisputed WWE Champion, and posted exactly one thing: Sami Zayn's name. Tagged, no caption, no words, nothing else. That silence is the loudest thing anyone in the Bloodline has said in months. WWE Galaxy, Nova here. Sami Zayn is the new Undisputed WWE Champion. That's the story everyone is talking about tonight. But there is a story growing directly underneath that result that the wrestling world hasn't fully processed yet. A current Bloodline member just sent Sami a signal on social media with zero explanation. And when you combine that with what Roman Reigns has been building since WrestleMania, what's coming next might be significantly bigger than the title win itself. Like the video, subscribe, and stay with me for this one. Let's start with Jacob Fatu, because that post matters a lot more than it looks on the surface. Fatu does not do social media theater. He's not the guy who goes online after a big premium live event and starts dropping cryptic messages just for attention. He's the Samoan Werewolf, the enforcer, the one who shows up, does damage, and lets the Bloodline's actions speak louder than any tweet ever could. So when he specifically goes online after Sami wins the biggest title on SmackDown and tags him with absolutely nothing attached to it, that is deliberate. That is a man saying everything without opening his mouth. And the wrestling world felt it immediately, because everyone who has followed the Bloodline saga knows exactly what a Bloodline member acknowledging Sami Zayn means. It has a very specific history, a very specific weight. It never happens casually. Fatu chose to make that post. He could have stayed quiet. Most people in his position would have. He didn't. Here's the piece of the puzzle that makes Fatu's tag make complete sense once you see it. Roman Reigns has spent months building the Bloodline back to full strength, the Usos back in line. Jacob Fatu officially acknowledged after losing tribal combat at Clash in Italy, the entire structure rebuilt around Roman holding the World Heavyweight Championship and the Bloodline operating as the absolute dominant faction on Raw. But Roman has always had one specific mission that goes way beyond any single title reign. He wants the Bloodline to hold all the gold in WWE. Right now, he's halfway there. World Heavyweight Championship, his. The Undisputed WWE Championship, the exact one he needs to complete the set, just landed around the waist of the man who was once his honorary Uso. The man he personally acknowledged on SmackDown back in 2022. The man whose career trajectory is permanently tied to the Bloodline whether either of them wants to admit it or not. Sami Zayn winning that title didn't just change SmackDown's landscape, it handed Roman Reigns the most compelling reason he's had in months to make a very specific phone call. Think about where Sami's character is sitting right now. He called himself the last real good guy, built a whole persona around being the genuine underdog who kept getting overlooked by management. And that character worked because it was completely real. 10 years of coming close and leaving empty-handed gave every version of that character authentic weight. But he's not the underdog anymore. He's the Undisputed WWE Champion. The whole last real good guy narrative doesn't carry the same energy when you're carrying the most important title on the blue brand. The character needs somewhere new to go. Rejoining the Bloodline as champion does something for Sami's character that nothing else on the roster can do right now. It gives him real power. Not underdog sympathy, actual power. A man who earned the respect of the most dominant faction in recent WWE history left entirely on his own terms, and is now coming back with the exact prize they need to complete the mission. That is not the honorary Uso scratching and clawing for Roman's approval anymore. That is a man walking back into that family as an equal for the first time ever, and Sami Zayn as a serious powerful figure inside the Bloodline, with the Undisputed Championship and Roman's World Heavyweight title both under their umbrella. That is must-see television heading straight into SummerSlam. Minneapolis, 2 nights, August 1st and 2nd. If the Bloodline walks into SummerSlam holding both world titles, Roman's World Heavyweight Championship and Sami's Undisputed Championship, WWE has the most dominant faction in recent memory, sitting at the absolute top of both nights simultaneously. Cody Rhodes is going to want his title back from Sami. That conversation was always coming the morning after Night of Champions, but it hits completely differently if Sami shows up to SmackDown standing next to Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. Rhodes isn't just chasing a champion anymore. He's walking right back into the entire Bloodline's orbit just to get what he lost. Gunther is going to want his shot too. The ring general had that triple threat in his hands at multiple points in Riyadh. He doesn't process losses quietly, and he's going to come for Sami with everything he has. unless the Bloodline makes that path significantly more complicated than a standard title program. And then there's the question nobody has answered yet. Which champion does Femi pick at SummerSlam? He hasn't declared his cash-in option. If he looks at the situation and sees both world titles protected by the exact same faction, that changes his calculation entirely, because whoever they target, their night just got significantly more dangerous. Jacob Fatu tagged Sami Zayn after Night of Champions, said nothing, didn't need to. Roman Reigns has both world titles within reach for the first time since the Bloodline was at its absolute peak. And Sami Zayn's character needs somewhere to go now that the underdog story is finally complete. Every single arrow in this story is pointing in the exact same direction. Drop your answer in the comments right now. Does Sami rejoin the Bloodline as the undisputed WWE Championship? And if he does, is that the best move for his character? Or does it completely undo everything the last 3 years built? Like the video, subscribe to WWE Galaxy. I'm Nova, and we will see you when SmackDown answers that question.